Nyash of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is finally outside, because what happened in the earlier of today, what the friend of Tinubu did to him, have never happened in the history of Nigeria. Tinubu sent his friend to a public television to go and speak and defend him based on the economic crisis and everything that is going on in Nigeria. But for this man to get to the live television, this man betrayed Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He destroyed Tinubu. He unveiled a lot of secrets regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as if he have a personal vendetta with Tinubu before. But this man is just saying the raw truth. So this man speak a lot of sense, and he exposed a lot regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. What Tinubu is doing in Aso Rock right now that a lot of Nigerians do not know. This man exposed everything. And guess what? This man is an APC man, but he can't return to the APC camp again because they're already looking for this man in the early hour today. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. You will see everything that happened. It will shocktalize you. If you can share this video, ensure you share it. You do off a good favor to this video. Share it to different social media platforms, and if you can share it, just like it as a watching, give it a thumb up so that it will recommend it for us. We'll be there. Stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome back to LAJUPOG TV. For those of you coming across the channel for the very first time, make sure you click the registration button appearing on your video screen, and do well to click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily notify you. A lot of secrets is being revealed in this very video by Tinubu very close friend. The friend of Tinubu have finally come out to reveal what a lot of people did not know regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, after the Supreme Court have found the legitimacy of the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a lot of things have been going on in Nigeria. Tinubu have done a lot of damage to the economy of Nigeria. Things have gone wrong in this country. A lot of people can never afford to eat 3 square meal again, even 2 square meal. A lot of people cannot eat it. People are starving every day. People are dying of hunger, and a lot of Nigerians, I mean bona fide Nigerians, they are dying of hunger every day. But it is obviously showing that these people in power do not care about the well-being of the people of the country that they claim that they're serving, whereas they begin to bring up budget and they begin to allocate money for themselves, billions of naira to themselves, and they begin to enjoy a juicy life in the Aso Rock chamber. You know, it was some days ago that the politicians came out, I mean the people in the House of Assembly, the senators, they came out with the budget of billions and all of that. They allocated money to buy cars for themselves and all of that, and even the subsidy palliative, they received their own billions of naira to change their wardrobe, and you know, a lot of allowances and all of that. These people are enjoying their luxurious life in the Aso Rock chamber, forgetting that the masses in the country are looking at them, and a lot of these masses are suffering day in and day out. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu too, it was some few days ago that Bola Tinubu came out with his own thing. He said he wants to buy a car for his wife and all of that with the money of Nigeria, and this was the woman that said that he did not need Nigeria money, that his family did not need Nigeria money to do anything, that they have their own money, that God have blessed them, God have so much blessed them with financial resources and all of that. But yet it is that same woman that Tinubu wants to use Nigerians money to buy a car for, convoy and all of that in the name of the office of the first lady. But that is not where we're going to. A lot of things are going wrong in this country. This country called Nigeria is already sinking. You know, Dino came out some days ago in the live television and said there was a country. A lot of people did not know the meaning of that statement. That shows that there is no more a country called Nigeria again. He said there was a country called Nigeria, but this present Nigeria now is no more a country, just like a banana island. A lot of things are already going on in this country. A lot of these politicians are already seeing the people of Nigeria that they claim that they are serving. They are already seeing us as a bunch of baboons and all of that. They play on intelligence, they suppress and intimidate a lot of us and all of that. So things are already going wrong in this country. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. Bola Tinubu friend have finally come out to backstab Tinubu. If you see what this man said about Tinubu, you will shed tears for Tinubu. This man shake the life table. He said a lot of things regarding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I would like us to stay connected to the end of this video. If you can share it, ensure you share the video to different social media platforms. Let it go viral, and if you can share, just like it as you're watching it, it will be of a good favor to this video. Like it as you're watching, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Something of such have never happened in Nigeria before, for someone to be sent to television program and, you know, a very big interview in the television program to defend the sitting president, and the otherwise took place. You know, a lot of people will think that maybe they paid this man, maybe other party paid him, but this man did not speak for any party. He just just come out straight and he called a spade a spade. He couldn't defend Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He did not even intend to defend Bola Tinubu, whereas he exposed a lot of things that Tinubu is doing at the moment that a lot of Nigerians do not know. This man is really doing a lot of things in the Aso Rock chamber. And mind you, the man that came out is a very close friend of Tinubu, and they live in the Aso Rock chamber together. They stay in the same Aso Rock together. But this man is an APC man. But this man made a U-turn due to everything that is happening in the country. A lot of people think that he have a personal vendetta with Tinubu, or maybe he's crossed with Tinubu, or all of that. Nobody knows. But this man said it all in this video. So then stay connected to the end of this video as I'll play you the video. I'm coming back again.
Has he undertaken any reform? I'm not aware if he has. All he has been doing is appointing his cronies into juicy political positions. What reform has he done?
Well, I could remind you of, the two that readily comes to mind: removing fuel subsidy and, of course, floating the naira. What impact would you say that has had on our economy?
I was shocked at when Bola Tinubu took those decisions. First of all, he removed the subsidy on the day he was sworn in, if I'm right. Now, at the time he did this, he had no Minister of Petroleum, he had no Minister of Finance, he had no Minister of Planning. I don't know what data he took those decisions, because normally before you take such enormous decisions that will impact the economy of the country, you ought to do an analysis and have a standby plan to mitigate any outcomes that are going to be that will adversely affect the people. But he didn't have those people in place. He removed the subsidy. Going forward, before even he inaugurated his cabinet, he deregulated the naira. Again, I want to ask, he had locked up his central bank governor before then. He had no Minister of Finance. He had no Minister of Planning. He had no Economic Council. On what basis did he take those decisions? Simply the decision of an arrogant man who thinks he knows everything. And the consequences, of course, are there, because now the economy is in a free fall. People are suffering. People are finding it very difficult to get 2 square meals, not to talk of 3. So if those are reforms, I'm surprised at how he arrived at them single-handedly. I think the function of government is collegiate. You need to get the different segments of the society to give you input before you take such monumental decisions. He didn't. My friend is must know it all.
Well, he has been taking some measures trying to alleviate the impact, of those reforms. We do know that he started the cash transfer to the poorest of the poor, distribution of palliatives through state governors, and the local governments. But how far-reaching are these palliatives really? What else would you suggest can be done to cushion the impact of those decisions that he has taken?
Well, Timitope, I just came back from my village yesterday, and we are in the Hong local government of Adamawa State. I have not seen any person or heard of anybody who has benefited from all these things. As at this moment, I know that there are no less than 300 laborers working on my farm harvesting. And I do ask them who has benefited from this palliative. If there is any, nobody has benefited from it. So if they are doing any cash transfer to the poorest of poor, some of whom I know might be in my village, I have not seen anybody who benefited from it. Probably it's in their textbooks or they are given to Lagosians. I don't know. I don't know anybody in Abuja that has benefited from any of these palliatives. Maybe you do, so I don't know.
So what would you suggest that this government can do to alleviate the sufferings of Nigerians who are affected by these decisions that have been taken?
Good economic policies. If we decide to share our money, the revenue we have from Nigeria, if we decide to share it, everyone with his own share, we'll all starve to death. So that is what government exists to do, to make sure the collective income of the country is well invested in a manner that will yield bountiful results for everybody. So I'm not an economist, but I don't believe sharing money to people is the way to go. If you give me 100,000 naira today to feed my family only for 2 days, after that, what happens to me? But with good economic policies, we'll be able to earn our livelihood and based on the structures and the systems the government puts in place. So I think what we need is good governance. All said and done, all we are doing is to see that, to make sure that there's a government that has policies in which every Nigerian feels can identify with and they can survive in it. That's all, you know. But this government, I doubt if they, as I said, the president seems to be acting on a I know it all syndrome. So we wait and see whether they will change, whether they have the capacity to deliver anything at all. To start with, I can't remember anything that this APC government promised us during the campaign. So really, we do not know how to hold them accountable to what they have not even said they will do. And so they are now simply, I think, going day by day as they think it fits. I don't know if they have any plans in place to mitigate the circumstances we find ourselves in. Well, I do not know whether they have any plans in place.
Mr. Babachiola, well, definitely they've promised to renew the hope of Nigerians. But I'm wondering, you know, if you are confident in the appointment, you know, that the president has made so far. You talked about economic policies, and of course he has appointed, you know, Yemi Cardoso, you know, as part of his economic team. Of course, a number of appointments. Are you confident, you know, that with the people surrounding the president, with the people in his cabinet, that indeed he will be able to renew the hope of Nigerians?
I'd like to remind you that ab initio, we were friends with Bola Tinubu for many, many years. And I know the people around him. And I had the suspicion that based on my knowledge of some of his friends, I had an idea of who will occupy which position he's going to do. When he announced his cabinet of 46, to be sincere, I only acknowledged 2 people as being competent. And I phoned those 2 people and congratulated them and confessed to them that I considered them round peg in round holes. One, the first was David Umahi, who is the Minister of Works. Before David Umahi became a governor, he was a civil engineering contractor, building roads and buildings. So I considered him a round peg in a round hole, and I congratulated him for the appointment. The second person I thought was a round peg in a round hole was the Minister of Finance, Mr. Wole Edu, and I did also congratulate him. Now, as to his central bank governor, in my response to APC when they decided to take me on, I did mention that the president had the central bank governor with patch CV. I said patch CV because his CV indicates that he was commissioner of planning and whatever in Lagos State, a very small state out of the 36 states we have. And it's a big economy, but you cannot say he has enough experience for being in that position to be central bank governor. They also went on to say that he was chairman of a bank. I can't remember the bank. With 13 branches. And that doesn't give him sufficient exposure, a bank with 13 branches. And I did mention that they were all located along the coast. Lagos, 2 branches, Warri, Benin, all those things. Apparently, to me, the bank was targeting oil money. And so he's now central bank governor. And he didn't disappoint my expectations, because the first thing he does as a governor, first policy was to remove import ban on 43 items, most of which were very critical to Nigeria's food sufficiency. He removed the ban on importation of rice. Nigeria had a very massive program on self-sufficiency on rice for the Anchor Borrowers program, and we're beginning to reach about 90% of self-sufficiency. We farmers were beginning to think by next year we'll be exporting the excess rice that we have produced. But he comes and says, no, you are now free to import rice. He can give you the foreign exchange to import rice. He does the same thing, I think, on so many other key agricultural items. So it convinces me that my suspicion that this man will not be able to do this job was right. So those two, I said, the rest I don't know them. I mean, I don't know them. On the basis of what you have been doing in the past, the Minister of Education from my state was Vice Chancellor of university. He's been an academic all his life, but as being Minister of Education, I don't know. I think too he's around holding around peg in a round hole. So that is my assessments of the government. The rest are just cronies, my friend's friend, my friend's girlfriend, my sister's, my wife's friend, all that. They are full they're all over in the cabinet. So there you are.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see what Lawa said. You know, that man said it all. That Lawa is an APC man. So that man went into a public television and he said all those things about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That shows that it is not even all the APC people that want Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because what this man is doing is obviously affecting all Nigerians. It is not affecting Labour Party member alone. It's not affecting PDP alone. It's affecting all Nigerians. It's just that a lot of people will just come out due to the money and the token that they collect from Tinubu, and they will come out to say all sort of nonsense and rubbish regarding what Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. They will say the truth, but they won't say the truth. They won't come out to call a spade a spade. But this man have finally come out to call a spade a spade. He said Tinubu used to take actions arrogantly. He said many of Tinubu's actions, they are actions based on arrogance. He removed subsidy arrogantly. You will notice that when he wanted to announce the removal of subsidy in the day of his inauguration, he removed it arrogantly without even seeking for people opinion on all of that. He just come out and said subsidy is gone, and mind you, a lot of people came out after then. They began to speak for Tinubu based on the subsidy thing. They began to defend him, but whenever Tinubu made this action, Tinubu will not come out himself to defend himself. But you have a lot of people, and a lot of people call them dogs. You have a lot of them that come out to defend him on what they cannot even defend. A lot of spokespersons have come out in several occasions on different television programs to speak for Tinubu, and a lot of them ended up intimidating a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians. Some will even come out to insult the intelligence of Nigeria. But Tinubu wants to make all these actions. He never come out to defend himself. So that is what this man is saying. He said a lot of people that surround Tinubu, all of them are having the clothes of arrogance. They are all clothed with arrogance. And mind you, this man is an APC man. So that is what is going on in the country at the moment. And Tinubu is making a point. According to what this man said, he said Tinubu is trying to repay back all those people that get him into power and those people that supported him and all of that. That is why he continued making appointments, even during the court ruling and all of that. When the tribunal is trying to make their ruling, and even the Supreme Court, when the proceedings is on, Tinubu is kind of less concerned. He began to make appointments and all of that. And after the Supreme Court made their ruling and they made it in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, many of all these Tinubu appointees, they went to him in the office, and the statement that Tinubu uttered to them was that your works are secured, your jobs are secured in the Aso Rock. That shows that Tinubu intentionally put them there just to favor them or just to repay them back based on what they done for him in course of the campaign and all of that. So things are already going wrong in the country. Economy of Nigeria is seriously capsizing, is sinking drastically, and a lot of speculations are out there that Peter Obi should come and join Tinubu so that the economy of Nigeria can rise again. A lot of APC people are coming up with their assumption and all of that. They said Peter Obi says he know much about the economy, that he should come out and sell his idea for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But obedience have come out in the early hours today. They said they don't want to hear such again, because had it been that Peter Obi failed in the election woefully, like had it been that he failed on a failing ground and all of that, he would have joined forces with Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the winner, because I'm pretty sure that if Obi really fail in the election, he will congratulate the winner and he will join force with the winner to make sure that things grow well in the country. But this mandate is a stolen mandate. According to everything that we can see, is a stolen mandate. And how do you expect someone that stole his mandate to come out again as a fool that he is to come and sell his idea for the same person that stole his mandate? Where on net is that done? So a lot of people then came out, they said never will Peter Obi come out to make force with Bola Ahmed Tinubu to make sure that the economy of Nigeria work well, because a lot of people back then, they said Peter Obi is just a mere trader, that he did not know anything regarding the economy of Nigeria. They said Tinubu built Lagos, that same Tinubu can build Nigeria. I said Tinubu brought Buhari, that brought disaster on Nigeria. They said that same Tinubu too is the one that will know how to fix it. So Tinubu is fixing it for them. So let us all enjoy the whole thing in Nigeria. Let's keep enjoying everything that is happening. I'm pretty sure that it's not only Obedient that is affected and all of that. It is only PDP and APC people that are crying out mostly. A lot of people are crying out based on everything that is going on in this Nigeria. Dino came out on Chinese television and said there was a country called Nigeria, and even came out on Rise TV after the same statement. They said there was a country called Nigeria. A lot of people did not know what Dino meant. That shows that there is no country that is called Nigeria that is existing again. This country is hijacked and is being ruled and is being governed by a particular cabal, and those are the people that are enjoying the dividends of this country. It is not even getting to the poor masses. The palliative of the subsidy that is being removed, according to what this man said, did it get to any common man? No. The answer is no. It is only those people that are up there that enjoy all the palliatives and all these things. So things are going on in this country. So I'd like guys to drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. What do you guys think regarding what Tinubu friends said in this very video? Drop your opinion in the comment section of this video, as I'm going on there to get another thing for you. Ensure you follow me on all my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and LAJUPOG Entertainment, on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video. Bye.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor where they lie on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor where they back, where politician where they do pass himself. All the while you waiting for church.